Hello, this is David Drake here. And I just wanted to offer you a brief and personal video to tell you about our upcoming design studio and to invite you to listen in to see if this would be a good fit for you right now. It is primarily designed for the students and graduates of our Narrative Coach and ID Way programs, but it's also open to other mature and experienced practitioners. Many of you who have been working this way intuitively for some time, but this is an opportunity to kind of get some structure and get some framing and get some resources to help you do that kind of work even better and deeper than before. But and let me give you just a bit of context then about where the design studio came from. So, like I said, it emerged in part out of the ID Way program, the program we've taught for the last 5 or 6 years, building on my work in integrative development and projects I've done all over the world. It was a way to begin to think about how do we move away from the sort of industrial cut and paste way of thinking about learning and development that's been with us since we started in kindergarten and moves all the way up to very fancy leadership programs. We do them because that's what we know, where an expert guides people through activities and information. That's never been very effective in many ways. People learn how to get better at school as opposed to actually learning how to be successful in life. More importantly, we live in a time when the same old thing just doesn't cut it anymore. And so we want to create a space where people can come and create what it is that we need next, starting with a project or initiative or idea that they have for their own life or for their work. It could be for a prospective client or for a client you already have. And so we're going to show you how to engage with your project, with others in some new ways to begin to craft another way to approach this. And I want to go back and focus on the word craft. So it's been a long-held dream of mine to start a guild. I've had this fascination with artisans who perfect something and invent something and transcend the norm to create something even better than had existed before. The pioneers. They could be musicians, they could be artists, they could be visionaries, they could be authors. And so we live in a time when everything's trying to kind of collapse or regress. But in reality, more than ever, we need new ways of thinking and being with each other to restore a sense of shared humanity. So, in this design studio, like we said, you're going to be invited to bring something that you want to work on for yourself or for your business and practice that you would like to use this space to think about and deepen in ways that are important to you. We'll have available to you all of the materials from the IDWay program, any of which you can choose to make useful to you. We'll guide you through a series of 5 cycles, each one grounded in one of the 5 maturities and 5 masteries, as well as a number of other items that will help you kind of go on this journey to see what this project wants to become. But part of what you're doing as we walk through the cycles is you're also learning how to engage clients, whether it's one person or an entire organization, to walk with you, which not only makes it much easier to sell this work, but actually to deliver on a way that's going to be really successful. The beauty of this design studio, just like you would with a blank canvas or a blank score sheet to write music on, is you don't quite know how it's going to turn out. But together with the material and some guidance from Christopher and I, as well as all these wonderful kindred spirits who are coming to join the design studio, it's an opportunity for you to work together to move towards the kind of practitioner the world needs now. And the distinction I make to help you understand that is we're moving from an era when it's sufficient to be a competent implementer of what you were taught to do. That is now the starting place. It is not the destination. Where we're headed now, I believe, is less about joining a singular profession and more about deepening a set of communities that enrich you as a much more integrative practitioner. And the net result is you become more of what I think of as a conscious improvisationalist, bringing all of who you are and all of what you know to any moment in time to make it more humane, more generative, more valuable. And so each of you is going to bring different things to this design studio and bring different things to your clients around what you have to offer and what matters most to you. So this is really a kind of a vital creative space. It's not for the just to come for observe, but actually to dive in with others to help them be successful so they can help you be successful in creating the work you most want to bring to the world or bring to your life. I'm excited for where this ID program is going now. And starting in August with our pilot, we're going to be doing design studios from here on out, in part to allow myself, who's done this for quite some time, to start developing new faculty and new mentors and new key contributors who want to take this work to the world in new ways for the next generations. So we live in a time when it's a bit daunting to think about work and contribution and meaning and purpose, but we think that the design studio is a great place for you if you want to come join with other souls who are really keen on finding new ways to bring themselves to the world that in the face of everything start to make a meaningful difference. So there was a link at the end of this video. You can click on the link and go to the Design Studio page on our website and register right there in terms of coming to join us. The program runs from the middle of August to the middle of December and comes at a reasonable price. And we think it'll be an exciting, pioneering group that comes to join us for the first time to kick this off. And I hope that you'll be one of them. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.